NICKY, welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Leanne. Thanks for having me.
When is the crucial time after a child goes missing?
You know, the first 3 hours we say are the golden hours. They really are the most important. So we say, don't wait. People think there's still a 24-hour waiting period before reporting a person, and that's just simply not the truth. You can report a missing person as soon as you realize they're missing. So that would be absolutely the most important thing. If you realize someone is missing, your child is missing, don't wait. Go report them immediately.
All right. So immediately is the right time, because you know a lot of the times I think people do go. They report it and, you know, they just say, no, 24 hours, wait at least 24 hours. I don't think
Yes, it does happen, yeah.
I don't think I could wait 24 hours.
Absolutely not, and it does happen. There are certain stations or police officers who have in the past said to families, wait 24, 48 hours or so forth. We then urge families to phone us. We will intervene where we can, and we'll get someone at that station to assist you, so yes.
Yeah, and I mean, you as a parent will know if your child has gone missing or perhaps has sort of, just disappeared. Gone on a sort of disappeared with a friend or done something along those lines. I suppose you would have an instinct, but even if you do have that instinct, would you recommend that a parent doesn't guess in any situation? You actually just report a missing child. That's it.
Absolutely. I always say to people, rather safe than sorry. Rather report your child and have them call you 10 minutes later and say, you know what, Mom, I'm fine, I'm actually here. Yeah. Then wait too long. The sooner that the police and we can start working on the case, the better.
Yeah. Do people even know that you guys are around? Because I imagine that the first port of call is the police station. And as I said in the beginning, sometimes you sort of said, by the police, forget about it, don't go now. Do people come to you as a matter of urgency, or is it something to try and get the word out there that you're around?
No, people do come to us. Missing children has become a lot more popular in the last while. More people are hearing of us. We still see most of our cases coming from Gauteng and the Western Cape, because that's where we are most well known. But people do. We are starting to work closely with the Western Cape government, the police, and they are implementing us in the standard operational procedure of a missing person. So we'll be working a lot more closely with all the stations, and hopefully more and more people hear of the service that we provide.
Yeah. All right. Now, approximately 1,460 children go missing in the country each year. That's the number that we have. Has this number increased?
It has increased in our organization. That is the statistic of the police. We look at about 570 odd cases that are reported a year to our organization alone. And we do see an increase, but again, we think that's because more people are aware of our service. We have a lot of cold cases coming in, people who are now hearing of us and whose family members have perhaps been missing for a while. So yes, there is an increase, but I'm not sure to what I can ascribe the increase.
Yeah, that's frightening though. Within South Africa, do you find that there are more areas that have children going missing that are, I suppose, more reported than others?
Definitely, and like I said, in our organization, we do have a larger case reporting in Gauteng and the Western Cape, perhaps more inhabited provinces, less open space there, and so more cases there are reported to us. And there are your problem areas where you do get more cases than other areas, yes.
There have been many cases of young children who've gone missing and found murdered. Just the recent cases of two small girls, the cousins Yonalisa and Zandile Mali in Diepsloot, where we've been broadcasting from this morning. Also, 8-year-old Kiana Williams out of Cape Town. Why is the South African rate of finding, what is the rate of finding children alive here in South Africa?
Well, we look at an 84% success rate with children cases, and about 3% of those cases are in which we find the child deceased. So that's the rate we have at our organization.
Okay, all right. What do caregivers need to know to safeguard their children from actually being kidnapped?
It's very hard because today you can't be with your child 24 hours a day, and you can only do so much. And I always say to parents, I suppose the most important thing you can do is to educate yourself firstly. Know what's out there, know what problems could arise, know your children's friends, know the circles they move in, and the challenges that they face as teenagers and as children. and then educate your children in safety. The younger ones or even the teenagers, educate them that should you be walking in a mall and a stranger approaches you, scream and shout, "This is not my mom, this is not my dad," so they can attract as much attention as possible so that the community can help them as well. You know, things like that. We've got a lot of those safety tips on our website and people can go have a look there as well. But definitely I think educating yourself and your children is very, very important.
Yeah. As a parent, you can give your children information on how to protect themselves, but what are the practical tips that they actually need to know when they're in a vulnerable position?
Well, I think the first thing would be to tell them is to not panic. In a panic situation, your mind can't think clearly. So the first thing they should do is not panic. And then the next thing is if you are in an uncomfortable situation or someone has already kidnapped you, the best would be is to find someone whose attention you can grab in the public if possible, and then just know that your parents will report you and the police, and we definitely will be out there looking for you. Yeah.
All right, Nicky, thank you for talking to us and for being with us here on Morning Live. Take that number down, please, info@missingchildren.org.za. That's the email address. And the telephone number is 072-MISSING. But to give it to you in the numbers, 072-647-7464. Nicky RHEEDER from Missing Children South Africa. Thanks for being our guest.
Thanks.
All right. We got 5 minutes to go before the end of the program, so I hope that you've enjoyed the program. I think enjoy is a big word because it's been a very tough program to watch because it's the reality that so many of South Africans are faced with on a daily basis when it comes to child abuse, when it comes to kidnapping, rape, you name it. It's not the easiest thing to talk about and address when you are putting children in the same sentence as that. But unfortunately, it is a scourge in our country, and it is something that needs to be spoken about. So a big thank you to Ayanda Ali Payne for all the work that she's done on this, going out, putting the inserts together, and also broadcasting from Diepsloot this morning, from the early hours of this morning. And I think just having a look at the visuals that have been coming out from there, you know, just growing up in an environment like that can also, I imagine, affect you in every which way. And thanks for writing into us. We've got all of your comments, and we understand how you feel as well. And we'll certainly address many of those issues at a later time.